In this captivating book, you will, delve into the heart of our world's most fascinating enigmas and best-kept mysteries. The World Revealed promises to uncover secrets that have long eluded understanding and that have intrigued humanity for centuries. In the dusty depths of a forgotten library, Professor Benjamin Hartley made a discovery that would change his life forever. While researching documents on ancient civilizations, he came across an old tome adorned with mysterious symbols. Intrigued, he gently blew on the yellowed pages, releasing a cloud of dust that danced in the dim glow of the oil lamp. His fingers ran over the ancient writings, which appeared to be in the Sumerian language. However, a few scattered words seemed familiar to Hartley, as if these ancient characters spoke to his soul. He understood that he had in his hands an extremely rare manuscript, potentially a key to unlocking the mysteries of the past. Over the next few days, Professor Hartley immersed himself in the study of this enigmatic manuscript. The grimoire seemed to refer to even older, legendary tablets that were said to contain invaluable information about the birth of human civilizations. The quest for the truth became an obsession for Hartley. So, he embarked on a perilous journey through the remote lands of the Middle East, following the clues left in the grimoire. His search, well, it led him to ancient, forgotten temples, scorching deserts, and icy mountains, where he risked his life time and again. Finally, after months of adventure, he reached a sacred cavern hidden atop a remote mountain. There, surrounded by mystical symbols, lay the ancient tablets he sought. A chill ran down his spine as he grasped these ancient artifacts, feeling the power of history pulse beneath his fingers. Back home, Hartley began deciphering the tablets with the help of eminent linguists and historians. What he discovered, well, it far exceeded his expectations. The tablets revealed a forgotten history, that of an advanced civilization that existed long before any known trace of humanity. They were the keepers of knowledge, mysterious beings who had worked in the shadows to guide human evolution since time immemorial. But, knowledge came at a price. Ancient prophecies spoke of an impending event, a cataclysm capable of destroying everything humankind had built. The Keepers of Knowledge had foreseen this, and, well, they left instructions to help humanity through it. Hartley realized that revealing this information could, honestly, unleash unprecedented chaos or offer humanity a saving hope. He faced a dilemma: share this knowledge with the world at the risk of provoking a frantic race for power and survival, or keep it secret in the hope of finding a solution to avert the impending disaster. Professor Hartley stood at a crossroads. His eyes fell upon the enigmatic tablets, symbols of ancient knowledge that could shape the destiny of humanity. Was the world ready to face the revealed truth? Professor Hartley faced a difficult choice. The decision to share or keep secret the information from the enigmatic tablets weighed heavily on his shoulders. He knew that every word, every symbol, could trigger events beyond his control. The entire world could be turned upside down by this ancient knowledge. During sleepless nights, Hartley consulted his closest colleagues and friends, seeking advice amidst his doubts. Some advocated full disclosure, arguing that humanity had the right to know the truth, even if it meant facing the challenges ahead. Others, more cautious, insisted that keeping the secret might be the only way to discreetly prepare minds and develop a coordinated response to the coming cataclysm. Finally, Hartley decided to convene a select council of eminent scholars, wise men, and political leaders from various countries. Together, in a dark room, they faced the reality of the tablets and the prophecies they contained. The meeting was tense, marked by heated debates and passionate exchanges. Some were inclined to ignore the tablets' warnings, considering them baseless legends. Others believed that every detail should be carefully examined before making a decision. Amidst this cacophony, a wise and calm voice rose, that of Elena Ramírez, an archaeologist renowned for her knowledge of ancient civilizations. She had studied the tablets closely and firmly affirmed their content. She emphasized that ancient prophecies should not be taken lightly, as history had repeatedly shown that humanity often underestimated the power of nature. Her words had a calming effect on the room, and a consensus gradually emerged. Knowledge should be shared, but in a controlled and responsible manner. They would form a secret group of researchers and specialists, called the Lorekeepers, to work to prepare the world for the coming cataclysm. However, keeping a secret of such magnitude was no easy task. Shadowy Factions had learned of Hartley's discoveries and were desperate to seize the tablets. The Lorekeepers had to be discreet, moving in the shadows to protect humanity without attracting attention. Meanwhile, strange events began to occur around the world. Unexplained earthquakes, devastating storms, and unusual weather patterns seemed to point to the impending cataclysm. Time was running out, and the Lorekeepers knew they had to act quickly. As the world plunged into uncertainty, a handful of courageous individuals worked in the shadows to bring together the knowledge of ages past and the most advanced technological advances of the present. Their goal, you see, was to develop a plan to confront the catastrophe and give humanity a fighting chance at survival. In the next episode of The World Revealed, Hidden Secrets and Mysteries Unveiled, follow the Lorekeepers as they race against time to save the planet and those who inhabit it. Unlikely alliances will be forged, sacrifices will be made, and ancient forces will awaken to play an unexpected role in this desperate quest for humanity's future. While the Lorekeepers worked to prepare humanity for the impending cataclysm, the world continued to be shaken by inexplicable events. Independent scientists and eyewitnesses reported strange phenomena, dancing celestial lights, ethereal clouds shaped like ancient symbols, and even encounters with enigmatic beings melting into the darkness. These apparitions seemed to indicate that ancient forces were awakening to join the fight, but their intentions remained mysterious. Some considered them allies, while others feared them as untamable entities. Within the Lorekeepers, Professor Hartley had established trusting relationships with researchers from around the world. Among them, Dr. Ling, a renowned astrophysicist, brought a disturbing revelation. The celestial phenomena that were occurring were not merely random, but appeared to be coded messages. These messages, once deciphered, seemed to indicate precise spatial coordinates. Intrigued, the Lorekeepers decided to go into the field to investigate these mysterious coordinates. Their travels took them to remote and sacred places, where they encountered indigenous tribes who were guardians of ancestral knowledge. These guardians turned out to be the legendary Lorekeepers, protectors of knowledge for millennia. These enigmatic beings had long known that the cataclysm was approaching, but they had not intervened because they believed that humanity must find its own way through this ordeal. Nevertheless, after observing the work of the Lorekeepers and their desire to protect knowledge for the greater good, they decided to join their cause. The Lorekeepers revealed to the Lorekeepers the secrets of the cosmos and knowledge hidden for thousands of years. They shared, these ancient methods for understanding natural cycles and celestial forces, offering a chance to better prepare for the coming cataclysm. Returning to their secret lair, the Lorekeepers combined this new information with their own discoveries. They began to develop a bold plan to protect humanity, uniting the wisdom of the past with the technologies of the present. However, as they prepared, a dark and insidious force rose up against them. A secret organization known as the Order of Shadows had learned of the Lorekeepers and the enigmatic tablets. Their leader, the mysterious and manipulative Dr. Victor Kruger, was determined to seize the tablet's power for his own evil purposes. The Order of Shadows began hunting down the Lorekeepers, seeking to eliminate them and seize the tablets. What followed was a series of perilous confrontations and desperate escapes, as the two forces battled for control over the fate of humanity. At the heart of this struggle, an unlikely alliance formed between the Lorekeepers, the Knowledge Keepers, and the awakened ancient forces. Together, they confronted the darkness of the Order of Shadows, determined to protect the revealed truth and preserve the future of humanity. In the next episode of The World Revealed, hidden secrets and mysteries, unveiled, epic battles will be fought. Deeper, secrets will be revealed, and the sacrifices necessary to ensure humanity's survival will be assessed. The fate of the world rests in the hands of the Lorekeepers and their unlikely allies, but time is ticking inexorably toward the fateful moment of the foretold cataclysm. The confrontation with the Order of Shadows reached its climax, as the Lorekeepers and their allies fought to protect the enigmatic tablets. The dark alleys of the old city were the scene of a breathless hunt, while Dr. Victor Kruger and his formidable agents stopped at nothing to achieve their sinister goal. The Lorekeepers, guided by the wisdom of the Lorekeepers and the support of the ancient forces, knew that time was running out. They must find a way to keep the tablets safe while continuing their preparations for the impending cataclysm. They took refuge in their secret lair, an underground network of forgotten tunnels, where they hoped to escape the prying eyes of the Order of Shadows. Deep within their refuge, Professor Hartley discovered an ancient artifact hidden for centuries, the Shard of Gaia. This precious stone, legendary for its elemental powers, was said to contain the essence of the four primordial elements: earth, water, fire, and air. Hartley realized that this artifact held the key to understanding how to confront the cataclysm. Meanwhile, Elena Ramírez, assisted by Dr. Ling, immersed herself in the study of celestial messages revealed by ancient forces. They discovered that the celestial phenomena were actually a coded cosmic dance, indicating an exceptional alignment of the planets in the solar system. The Knowledge Keepers understood that this planetary alignment would have major repercussions on Earth and would mark the beginning of the cataclysm. But they also had a crucial revelation. The Shard of Gaia must be activated during this alignment to bring balance and counter the devastating forces that would be unleashed. The challenge before them was immense. They must not only protect the Shard of Gaia from the clutches of the Order of Shadows, but also find a way to awaken and use it at the right time. Each of the Lorekeepers had a vital role to play, drawing on their unique knowledge and skills. During a night vigil in their underground refuge, the Lorekeepers held a war council. They gathered all their discoveries and resources, creating a daring plan to counter the Order of Shadows and activate the Shard of Gaia during the planetary alignment. They would face the enemy in a final stand, determined to risk everything to protect humanity. As the fateful day approached, the Lorekeepers prepared to face their greatest challenge yet. Their underground refuge transformed into an impregnable fortress, reinforced by the ancient powers of the Lorekeepers and the elemental forces. The day of alignment finally arrived. Night enveloped the sky in its starry mantle as the planets arranged themselves in an extraordinary celestial dance. In the shadows, the Order of Shadows, led by Dr. Victor Kruger, advanced toward the Lorekeepers' lair, their malevolent intentions crystal clear. A tense silence hung in the air as the two forces faced each other. Professor Hartley, wearing the Shard of Gaia around his neck, spoke in a firm and resolute voice. He expounded on the revelations of the enigmatic tablets, the warnings of the Lorekeepers, and the need to protect humanity. In a stunning display of power, the Gaia Shard lit up with a dazzling glow, revealing its elemental power. The primordial elements manifested, surrounding the Lorekeepers with a mystical aura, while the ancient forces rose up at their side, ready to defend the land. The ensuing battle was epic. The Lorekeepers, empowered by the energy of the elements, repelled the relentless assaults of the Order of Shadows. The Gaia Shard shone with a dazzling light, channeling the powers of earth, water, fire, and air. As the battle reached its climax, Hartley had a moment of insight. He understood that the Gaia Shard should not only be used for self-defense, but also to offer a glimmer of hope to humanity. With a powerful voice, he issued a call to the world, a call for unity, cooperation, and the preservation of the Earth. His words resonated across the globe, touching the hearts and minds of millions. Leaders, scientists, artists, and ordinary citizens responded to this call, forming a chain of unity to protect the planet and preserve humanity. In a last, desperate effort, Dr. Victor Kruger attempted to seize the Gaia Shard, but was ultimately defeated by the combined strength of the Lorekeepers and their allies. The planetary alignment reached its peak, and the Gaia Shard released a blast of beneficial energy that enveloped the Earth. The burst of energy from Gaia's radiance spread across the planet, enveloping every living being in a healing glow. A wave of connection and harmony spread among humans, transcending language and cultural barriers. Minds opened, hearts soothed, and fear was replaced by hope. In this new unity, the nations of the world put aside their differences to face the imminent threat of cataclysm. Scientists shared their knowledge, resources were pooled, and evacuation and relief plans were developed to protect the most vulnerable populations. The Knowledge Keepers played a central role in this international cooperation. They used their global network of knowledge to coordinate efforts and ensure that actions were based on ancient teachings and the most recent scientific advances. Meanwhile, the ancient forces, freed from their centuries-long slumber, became actively involved in protecting the planet. Enigmatic beings, endowed with elemental powers, appeared alongside humans, providing support and guidance. They inspired artisans and artists around the world who expressed their vision of harmony and unity through captivating works. A cultural renaissance ensued, marking a time of renewal and creativity. Cities were covered with murals, sculptures, and frescoes celebrating the beauty of nature and the power of human solidarity. Theater and dance performances told stories of hope and resilience, taking spectators on a captivating emotional journey. In the wake of this renaissance, the Knowledge Keepers made a shocking discovery. The enigmatic tablets contained more than just predictions. They also indicated the existence of an ancient artifact capable of controlling the cataclysmic forces of nature. This artifact, named the Orb of Ages, was hidden in a legendary sanctuary, protected by mystical trials and guarded by devoted guardians. The Lorekeepers set out in search of it, convinced it could be the key to calming the forces unleashed during the cataclysm. Their quest took them to the ends of the earth, to forgotten and dangerous lands. They had to solve enigmatic puzzles, overcome formidable traps, and demonstrate unwavering teamwork to reach the hidden sanctuary. During their journey, the Lorekeepers faced trials that tested their inner strength and their faith in humanity. They had to face their deepest fears, reconcile with their past, and draw on their compassion to preserve their shared goal, to save the world. Finally, after weeks of exhausting travel, they reached the legendary sanctuary where the Orb of Ages rested. Guarded by silent but benevolent guardians, the orb exuded an aura of wisdom and power. The Lorekeepers stood before it, ready to unlock the secrets it contained. It was then that they received a disturbing vision. The history of the world, from the earliest times to the impending cataclysm. The orb revealed that the cataclysm was a cyclical event, meant to purify and renew the earth. This cycle of destruction and rebirth had occurred throughout the ages, giving rise to new civilizations and new opportunities for humanity. The Knowledge Keepers understood that their role was not only to preserve life as they knew it, but also to help humanity evolve and adapt to the challenges that lay ahead. They were to be guardians of hope and transformation, guiding humanity into a new era of understanding and respect for the Earth and all its creatures. Returning to their underground refuge, the Knowledge Keepers shared their discoveries with the rest of the world. They brought together leaders and representatives from every nation to share the truth about the cataclysm and the importance of global cooperation. The nations pledged to work together to mitigate the effects of the cataclysm as much as possible, to protect natural resources, and to preserve biodiversity. A new momentum for environmental action emerged, involving innovative policies and initiatives to build a sustainable future. Humanity had finally realized that it was an integral part of the complex web of life on Earth. and that its destiny was intimately linked to that of nature. The impending cataclysm would not be a final judgment, but rather a call to action to preserve the delicate balance of life on our planet. In this new era of cooperation and understanding, the Knowledge Keepers found themselves at a crossroads. Their quest was not yet over, but their role had evolved. They were to be guardians of harmony between humanity and nature, working toward a sustainable and hopeful future. Thus concluded the story of the Knowledge Keepers and the world revealed. Hidden secrets and mysteries unveiled. A fascinating and captivating chapter in human history had come to an end, giving way to a new beginning, where ancient forces and revealed knowledge would guide the future of a renewed world. And at the dawn of this new era, humanity rose up, hand in hand with the guardians of knowledge, ready to face the challenges that awaited them, driven by the hope of a preserved Earth and restored harmony. The end